ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ यैर्मे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां तेषां कृपया वेदांत योग दर्शनोक्त साधन द्वारा अस्मिन् क्षणे एव आत्मानुभूति द्वारा मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योगाचार्याणां स्मरणं प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। ओम व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। ओमत श्री महर्षि पतंजलि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रं प्रथम पादः समाधि पादः सूत्राणि ईश्वर प्रणिधानाद्वा क्लेश कर्म विपाकाशैरपरामृष्टः पुरुष विशेषः ईश्वरः तत्र निरतिशयं सर्वज्ञ बीजं पूर्वेषामपि गुरुः कालेनानवच्छेदात् तस्य वाचकः प्रणवः तज्जपस्तदर्थभावनं ततः प्रत्यक्षेतनादिगमोऽप्यन्तराय भावश्च. So these are the sutras we have seen so far, 29 in the Pratamaha Samadhi Padaha. Now in the 30th Sutra, the 9 and the next one, I think 5. 14 interruptions, obstacles, antarayas, all of which are born in the chitta are informed to us, given to us or told to us. All these obstructions, obstacles, interruptions are the obstructions en route to our entire yoga sadhana, entire samadhi abhyasa, entire upayukta samadhi abhyasa, as well as our Ishvara pranidhana yukta sadhana. So one is through Ishvara pranidhana, second by our own upaya. Through these two sadhanas we reach to asampragnata yoga samadhi, which leads to vritti nirodha, which takes us to sarupa avastha, which takes us to kaivalya prapti. Okay, so for all the sadhanas, these are the 9 plus 5, 14 interruptions, antarayas. And not only in Yoga Darshanam, there are obstructions in Vedanta Darshanam, in Bhakti Darshanam, in Karma Yoga Darshanam. In fact, in all Adhyatmika sadhanas of all religions in the whole world, these are the obstructions. Some of them, in fact, all of them are even obstructions, even in achieving the dharma in life. Also in achieving Artha Kama, they are obstructions. Such a terrible are these antarayas, these interruptions. The word technically used is antaraya, interruption. So, whenever these antarayas come, they don't allow us to do sadhana. Whenever we are able to go beyond the antaraya, we will be able to do sadhana. There are two stages here. One is what? If our devotion to Ishvara Pranidhanam is full and complete with all maturity, then in His grace, these antarayas will go away. Other thing is what? Even to surrender to Him, we have to, by our own Purushartha, get freed from these antarayas at least to some extent. Now, before we enter into the sutra and description, let us come to this clarity. As a purushartha possible human life, when we got, there is always the requirement of doing our purushartha also. After that only we have the right and authority to seek the help of the divine, and divine also will help us at that time. This we don't recognize, on the name of Sharanagati, that it is mentioned here. That the Swarupa Pratishtha also happens by Ishvara Sabhidyana when we do Pranidhana. Even Antaraya Bhava also by Ishvara Vidyana when we do Pranidhana. Though that is a fact, but to do the Ishvara Pranidhana, we have to come to a level, no? That coming to a level is our sadhana. If sadhana by us to be done is not there, all shastras, how do they talk about sadhana then? इसका अर्थ क्या हो रहा है? Even though we talk about Sharanagati, surrender to God, with His grace things will happen. Yet to completely do Sharanagati as well as to facilitate the Lord, we also, because we are given Purushartha Samarthya, we can do something. Like a person in coma, he cannot do anything in the hospital. So, including even that putting the saline, etc., to the hand, nurses only have to do it. Even that, whatever you call injection, कुछ क्यों कोमा में है, but person little aware. At least हाथ पैर तो हिला सकता है ना, is not in coma. So when the nurse is trying to put that, whatever you call that injection through which the IVs go inside, like fluids, you can put the hand there. That facilitates the nurse, no? Otherwise, you can do, but like a buffalo, you sit, तुम ही मेरे हाथ को हिलाओ, तुम ही सब करो. Then it is a crime on our part. You understand this? Even in Grahastha Vyavahara also, when the wife is cooking the food, you should get the vegetables. You just can wash and cut. You can take the utensils and put in sink. Because you are alive, you are dynamic. You have the ability to do Purushartha. In that house, when both of them, wife, husband, coordinatedly do the work, and to them the children also add, their day starts so dynamically, all the works chakachak dhanadhan. But in that house, everything is put only on the women, and the children like buffalo do nothing, and they are sons of that buffalo, he does nothing. It will be so strenuous on her. She'll become old and weak very early. Then these fellows only will have to suffer. Is it not? Is it not common sense for those people to help her out in the works? She made breakfast, lunch ready. The child should put it in his own tiffin box because he's alive. When she washed the clothes and ironed, he should take them and wear. Oh, he should not le aake de do mere ko. Do you understand the common sense thing? Everywhere on the road, everywhere, with little effort, we can reduce the burden of the other fellow less. Is it not? लाइक पेट्रोल डलवा रहे हैं आप कार में, यू सीट लाइक अपना पाँव हिलाते हुए, तू ही भर, ढक्कन तुम ही खोल, अरे तुम ढक्कन खोलो, अपना ढक्कन खोलना चाहिए पहले उसके लिए, तो डालेगा तो उसका आपका दोनों का और दूसरे बंदे का भी टाइम बचता है ना, बिकॉज यू कैन. इफ यू कैनॉट डू देन यू नीड नॉट, पेट्रोल तुम्हारे ऊपर डालना पड़ता है तब. जलाने को. Everywhere, when you go to the shop, you open the bag, let him put the things in it. Everywhere, our Purusharth. Everywhere. You plant the plant, the Lord gives the fruits and trees. You eat the food, the Lord will digest from within. हमको जो पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य है हमें करना है. Surrender doesn't mean become lazy. Surrender is always, no, I'm telling you $1,000,000 point. Surrender is always surrender only after when we do what is due to be done by us. After what we are supposed to do, then only the surrender. You can't say surrender is I do nothing. सब कुछ भगवान को ही करना है. Therefore, both. in avoiding the antarayas, which we are going to study, and in entering to that asampragnata yoga and then atma anubhava, though it is primarily essentially bhagavad kripa, we being a purushartha samarthya given human beings, by our choice we have to do. If we don't do what we have to do, we do the other thing because we are alive. That thing we will do, by which the God's blessing also, help also doesn't work. You understand it? Because a man is a human being alive, its insignia of life is action. The correct action, if he doesn't do, some wrong action he will do. If that wrong action obstructs the main work of the Guru or God, so they can't do it. Help us. In this way, please remember, it is our life for our own improvement. What we have to do, we do. Thereafter, we surrender to God. Remember the God, get inspiration and strength from Him through prayers, do what is supposed to be done, then surrender to God. Okay, 3 ways. First, surrender and know what to do. Having done it, again surrender to Him. Another mistake is what? We do all nonsense and then we surrender to God. Hey Bhagwan, galti ho gaya. Again, this is not right way. पहले ही surrender करो, तो you will be guided right thing to do. Then you won't need to ask for forgiveness later on. लेकिन पहले डॉक्टर से पूछो, सही दवाइयाँ ले लें, तो बाद में ऐसा जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी ना, बिना पूछे दवाई ली, it was wrong medicine and you suffered, now tell Bhagwan doctor what is the solution. Are you understanding? Surrender, know what to do, and again then surrender. Remember, surrender, but don't do and ask the Lord only to do is not right. Do and find the result to be wrong, then surrender. That is also wrong. पहले ही सरेंडर करना चाहिए, फिर क्या करना है जानना चाहिए, फिर जो कहा उसी को करना है. देन मेरे तरफ जो करना था, I did it. Oh Lord, now it is in your hands. Please bless me. This is how our personality should be. ऐसे हमारे मन बुद्धि को ऐसे बनाना है, बैठ कर. Please remember, spiritual life or generally life also is like the girls and women, how they put the eye text, how they put the nail polish, how they make to the heart that, what do you call that, rangoli. Rangoli is not done to the hand, it is done on the floor. Whatever you call the mehendi jo kehte hain, how carefully they do it. Making life is more carefully to be done than that. It's an art. That's why Puja Gurudev read the art of living, art of man making. All words coined by Puja Gurudev. Art it is. An art cannot be just like careless. How much thinking goes in the artist's mind. How much planning, vigorous. He appears to be sitting quietly. But inside the engine, itna tagda kaam kar raha hai. From that churning only, the masterpieces come first in the form of understanding knowledge. When they are implemented, lo, you see whether the art is a painting or a dance or a music, whatever, it's a masterpiece. Life also has to be like that. So consciously we have to know what we have to do from our side. After that we surrender to God. Then His blessings will see to it that the thing is achieved. नहीं तो हम लेजी बनते हुए उनका कृपा भी हमारे ऊपर काम करने नहीं देते. If you go out, then only sunlight will come. If you go out, then only fresh air will come. If you are staying inside, your stinking air only will be there, and the sunlight will not come. Don't say, "Oh Lord, you break the walls and come inside." He will not. Okay? Don't challenge the Lord with foolishness, stupidity kept intact and asking Him to take care. It is like Dhritarashtra. Today we will see. He will block himself in the first 4 shlokas, in which he concludes that, sorry, I am attached to my son, my mind will work like this only. He decided. Then in last shloka he says, a great prayer to Bhagwan, भगवान का कृपा हो जाए सब ठीक हो जाएगा. और ठीक ही हो गया, फिर भगवान की कृपा हो गई. 199 of them died. He also died later on. Clear? Now let us chant this 30th sutra. First point we will put our efforts today to understand. Om atha ke antarayaha ye chittasya vikshepaha. This is Vyasa Bhagavan's Sambandha Bhashyam. In fact, what are those antarayas? And chittasya vikshepaha, which are the ones creating vikshepa to the chitta. Therefore, chitta is not coming to ekagra bhumi. Without ekagrata, you can never do the samadhi abhyasa. Ke punahate, what are they? Kiyantahava, how many are they? What are they? How many of them? What are those antarayas? And how they are making the chitta vikshipta continuously, because of which the ekagra bhumika and sadhana is not happening. Answer. Vyadhisthana samshaya pramada alasya avirati भ्रांति दर्शन अलब्ध भूमिकत्व अनवस्थि तत्वानि चित्त विक्षेपाः ते अंतरायाः. Please spend 10 days to study this, because the most important thing, because of which we are not putting efforts forward nor allowing Guru God to bless us. If these obstacles by our effort when we remove, then our sadhana happens well and the grace also flows unobstructed. What are the objects now we are discussing? Antarayaha. In the earlier sutra, what is said? Tatha pratyak chetanadhigamaha abhi antaraya abhavascha. When we do the Ishvara Pranidhana, the antarayas will go away, as well as pratyak chetana adhigama will also happen. Now here, the in-between gaps we have to fill up. Yesterday we spoke in our Gita class to the youth also. When we surrender to the Lord, Lord will not come and remove these obstructions personally. He will give the wisdom, facilities to remove those obstructions. Throughout life, remember is Bhagavad Krupa is not always in doing physically. The best example is Arjuna's, Krishna's presence. Bhagavan did not lift even one weapon to fight. Is it not? Everything Arjuna had to do, but did not Bhagavan do anything or not? He gave support. Moral support, ethical support, spiritual support. He drove the chariot. He was always there in giving wisdom. But करना किसको? अर्जुन को ही. And mainly क्या है? यम तो रक्षितुम इच्छन्ति सुबुद्ध्या योजयन्ति तम. So by Bhagavan's kripa, the antarayas go away. That is what is said in the second part of 29th sutra, where it is said, Tataha pratyak chedanatgamaha api antaraya abhavaha. Tataha means from that Ishwar Pranidhana followed by Ishwara's avidhyana. Okay, Ishwara does avidhyana. Before that we do Pranidhana. So with our Pranidhana and his avidhyana, pratyak chedan ka adhigam bhi ho jayega, antarayam ka abhav bhi. How the antaraya abhigava happens? He gives us wisdom that these are the places where you are going wrong. Therefore, correct. Even he gives the strength also to correct. Those things we have to use and remove them. Every time to every jiva, Bhagavan will not come to remove antaraya. फिर उसमें मजा नहीं रहेगा. You know, in the creed of the Srishti, then the Lord cannot enjoy it. The Srishti cannot enjoy it. Therefore, He gives facilities, we have to use them. Okay, in the two cases of like a coma or the totally surrendered helpless sthiti, that Bhagavan himself may do. And that is not all the time. Like in case of Prahlada. Totally was helpless that the Shanda, Amarka and all of them, the mantris and others of Hiranyakashipu were trying to kill that boy. He couldn't do anything that time. Therefore, Bhagavan had to come and protect him. But that was not always for the Prahlad. Other time, Prahlad himself ruled the kingdom. He himself went and told to his Pautra, Raja Bali and all, ये सारा हो अपने आप किए हो, with the jnanam given by the Lord. Clear? So let us strike balance between these. Like mother, yesterday we gave the example of the all animals and children and all. Mother, always mother should not feed the child. अब इसका 50 साल हो गए फिर भी खिला रही है. ऐसा नहीं होता. अब दे जाओ 2 या 3 या 4 खिलाए, उसके बाद कैसे खाना सिखा देते. Then that fellow is learning this knowledge, he should eat. So too animals are taught by their parents. Here also, this antaraya bhavaha happens through Ishvara Pranidhana, means Ishvara gives the knowledge of what are the antarayas, knowledge of how to come out of the antarayas, and the power and strength with which the antaraya we can come out. Using these, we have to come out of the obstacles. For the simple reason, we have created those obstructions, therefore we have to remove them. भगवान खुद ही निकाल देते तो अभी तक निकल जाता था. निकल भी जाएंगे, but it has to require highest surrender. But to do highest surrender, you have to do the process, no? उसका भी process होता है, फिर suddenly नहीं होता हो. Highest surrender is not a thought, it's an experience. And a fellow will surrender with his maturity only after what he has to do after doing it. You know that great farmers are example. They do their day in and day out work up to the ropai. Then they pray to the Lord Varuna, हे भगवान give the rains. और भगवान को बुलाया, बारिश आ गई, बट ये खुद ही अपने सीड वीड नहीं लगाया तो. Remember, it is his need that crops has to come. So it is my need that I have to discover the Swarupa and get freed from my bandhana. When it is his need, he'll have to sow seed. So if it is my need, I have to do my sadhana. He will give the blessings of guidance. सुबुद्धि का देकर ही भगवान का कृपा हमारे पर होता है. उस सुबुद्धि को यूज करना. दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग नाउ. द लॉर्ड गिव सुबुद्धि टू अस टू कम टू अटेंड क्लासेस. Same Lord will give subuddhi of understanding subtle things. Same Lord will give subuddhi to enter into single pointed sadhana. अभी next भगवान का देन इसमें होगा. Same Lord within makes us subtle to understand the truth. Same Lord will bless us abide in that. He is helping, we have to take the help and do. हो गया. अब now we will see the sutra व्याधि स्त्यान संशय प्रमाद. 4 हो गए. आलस्य अविरति 6 हो गए. भ्रांति दर्शन अलब्ध भूमिकत्व 8 हो गए. अनवस्थितत्वानि 9 हो गए. चित्त विक्षेपाः, they are the things which make our chitta unsteady vikshipta. Therefore they are called antarayas. Clear? Antarayah. Now, before chitta vikshepaha antarayah. There are 5 bhumikas already we studied. To be achieved bhumika is niruddha. After that, yoga siddhi. That is achieved through the ekagra bhumika. Before the ekagra bhumika, what disturbs us is vikshipta. That is what is talked up here. Ki chitta vikshepaha. Before the vikshepa sthiti is kshipta sthiti. Before the kshipta sthiti, it is mudha sthiti. Actually, in yoga sadhana, we have to first come out of the mudhata of the chitta, absolute lethargy, laziness. This is told to us in Mandukya Upanishad in Karika. Why Karika? Kara, if you remember, laye sambodhayet chittam vikshiptam shamayet punaha sakashayam vijaniyat samam praptam na chalayet. लये संबोधयेत चित्तम. लय मीन्स मूढ़ावस्था, उससे संबोधन करो. फिर विक्षिप्तम शमयेत पुनः, रिड्यूस द विक्षिप्त. देन ओनली समम प्राप्तम. एकाग्र भूमिका आया है. न चालयेत, यूज द एकाग्र भूमिका फॉर फर्दर साधना टू डू वृत्ति निरोधा. डोंट यूज द एकाग्र भूमिका फॉर एनी अदर वर्ल्डली अचीवमेंट्स. इट कैन बी अगेन, इट बिकम क्षिप्त अगेन, विक्षिप्त इफ यू डू दैट. Okay, so Mudha Bhumika is very lost and sleepy. Kshipta is gone into something, not sleepy, but we are not aware where it has gone. Vikshipta is you know where to put the chitta in, you are trying to put it, but again and again, more frequently, it is running. This is again Gita 6th chapter. Yato yato nischarati manah chanchalam astiram. That's the vikshipta chitta. Tatasthato niyamya etat atmani eva vasham nayet. That is, train the mind to bring it to ekagra bhumika. How much ever we struggle to bring our mind to ekagra bhumika by force, with the japa, with all the things, all of them will be a temporary arresting. Like when the parents are at home or the teacher is in the class, how the children are quiet. But are they by nature quiet? वो तो राक्षस है. That's why the father goes away, the teacher goes away to the class. How शोर मचाते वो लोग. In the same way, we by force of willpower, we may bring the chitta bhumika to ekagra. But if that chitta has got these 9 antarayas, this effort when it is removed, it will become so vikshipta from ekagra, you will have to forget the samadhi abhyasa completely. Therefore, more important than these forceful sadhanas of japa, etc., to bring the chitta to ekagra bhumi, which is very essential, important are removing these antarayas. The antarayas, interruptions continuously undo what great sadhana we have done, which is so essential and important. और हमको कोशिश करके इन अंतरायों को दूर करना, further take the help of God, Guru, and what they do, they only have disciplines. How to drive vehicle without accident, the trainer trains you. Learning the training, we have to drive properly without accident. Chitta vikshepaha. Te antarayaha. That word we are focusing on before going to each of the antaraya. I'll take 4 or 5 days or 3 days at least to see each of these vikshiptas. And also tomorrow वाला जो नेक्स्ट सूत्र में है, सारे अंतरायों को एक एक हम समझेंगे. सो ते चित्त विक्षेपाः अंतरायाः. सो दिस आर ऑल द चित्त के वृत्तियों के अंदर रहने वाले विक्षेप हैं. As long as these vikshepas are there, panchavrittis will remain. When the panchavrittis are there, then vritti sarupyata will be there. As a jiva will be tossed up in sukha dukkha. Then never will have swarupa pratishtha named kaivalya or kaivalya named swarupa pratishtha. Okay. So what are those 9 antarayas which we have our role to play? Vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati, भ्रांति दर्शन अलब्ध भूमिकत्व अनवस्थि तत्वानि. The chitta vikshepaha te antarayaha. So the Bhashyakara says nava antarayaha chittasya vikshepaha. These are the 9 interruptions because of which the chitta is pushed away from its effort of ekagra bhumika as well as samadhi abhyas. ekagra bhumika को हम चित्त को लया रहे भूमिका में, then लाया हुआ चित्त को हम समाधि के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं. But these antarayas throw the chitta into various fields. That throwing of chitta is called vikshepa. So te chitta vikshepaha antarayaha. Nama antarayaha chittasi vikshepaha. Okay. Sahayete chitta vrittibihi bhavanti. Okay. All of them are there with all the pancha vrittis which we have. They stay together. Chitta, chitta vrittis, and in the vrittis, these antarayas stay together. Etesham abhave na bhavanti purvoktaha chitta vrittayaha. When these vikshepas go away, all those 5 vrittis of pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra, smriti, they will not be there to disturb our kaivalya prapti or vritti nirodha. In other words, if these antarayas are there, those 5 vrittis definitely will be there. Then vritti nirodhatmaka asampragnata yoga, atma swarupa, kaivalya pratishtha, kaivalya sthiti, they won't happen. Having very clearly, vehemently, firmly understood. No, it is not as lightly as it is said by the speaker now. It has to be very seriously taken. What is seriously taken thing? These vikshepas are there along with panchakla vrittis. As long as these 9 of these antarayas are there, chitta vrittis will be there. You can never achieve yoga or samadhi. Therefore, it's a dream to achieve the Atmanubhuti, the Kaivalya Prapti, the Asampragnata Yoga, maintaining these antarayas intact. It's a dream. Now, a person all the time sleeping and dreaming to become IAS officer, he will be able to become, he'll have to wake up and study 20 hours per day. नहीं तो होगा ही नहीं. इंडिया नॉट एक्यूमुलेटिंग ऑल द वेपन्स वारफेयर, एवरीथिंग तैयार नहीं किया, और ही वांट्स टू विन ओवर पाकिस्तान, चाइना एंड ऑल, होएगा क्या? इट इज इम्पॉसिबल. Without eating very rich food of all proteins and all essentials, wanting to be very strong, healthy all the time, it can't be. In the same way, अंतरायों को रखा आपने इंटैक्ट, एंड आप वृत्तियों का निरोध करना चाहते हैं, नहीं होता. Just like in Vedanta, Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, if they are not there, you can never go to Guru and stay permanently, nor you can listen from him, Shravana Manana Nididhyas. So much is the importance of understanding and eliminating these antarayas. If not, our Vrittikara or Sutrakara would have not spent two Vrittis, two Sutras for it. Bhashyakara would have not taken time to explain it so systematically. So the commitment is what now? Our own self-created antaraya, with our own self-effort we have to remove, so that we are helping our own chitta to come into ekagra bhumika. We are helping our own chitta to do the asampragnata yoga samadhi either through upaya or through pranidhana, and we are helping ourselves to reach to the vritti nirodha sthiti and kavilya prapti. Take it as challenge, enjoy it. The first one is what? Tatra vyadhi. The first antaraya is vyadhi itself. So the vyadhi directly talked is at the physical level, the diseases of the body. Okay. Now two types the diseases come to us. One, the prarabdha kruta, which we can't do anything. Second is swayam kruta. As per my knowledge goes, the prarabdha kruta diseases come only in the old age, that also just to take away our body. I feel so. And there will be few, one or two. And all the other 80, 90, 95% of vyadhi are carelessness ke karana, we only bring into ourselves swayam kruta. First point we discussed. It has got 10 points to discuss. First हमने कहा. Second point is what? When the body has got vyadhi, forget about doing yoga, even bhoga we can't do. Is it not? With all the diseases, can you eat your ice cream? Can you play your sports? Can you enjoy your TV with your splitting headache? Can you talk to your most beloved also? बोल दो यार सर दर्द हो रहा है, कल बात करता हूँ. Can you watch a movie? Can you enjoy your picnic? People go for beautiful picnic spots, spending lakhs and thousands. Having gone there, one disease comes up. Throughout that period, they are in the disease only, not even iota they enjoy it. तो भोग ही संभव नहीं है, व्याधियां है तो how can the yoga be संभव? So from these two, three things, the conclusion is what? It is in our interest and our responsibility. We have to see to it that we are not allowing our body to have diseases by our own mistake or stupidity. Clear? Then how the Vyadhis come, how they have to be arrested is a big subject. Most of the things are known to all of us theoretically, few we practice. But here the Sutra Bhashyakara gave us three tips, three important thoughts. They have to be highlighted very thoroughly. Tomorrow we'll focus on that. He talks about three things: Dhatu, Rasa, Karana, Vaishamyam. When there is Vishamata in the Dhatus, when there is the Vishamata in the Rasa, when there is Vishamata in the Karana, that leads to one or the other disease or Vyadhi. And one need not have 100 Vyadhis to be disturbed on the seat of Yoga Sadhana. एक काफी है. एक व्याधि काफी है कि नहीं भोग या योग से हमको दूर कराने के लिए. So what is the meaning of dhatu? What is the meaning of rasa? What is the meaning of karana? And what is the meaning of their vaishamya? And what we have to do so that we are not unhealthy all the time, or maximum we are healthy, so that the health, ill health is never an issue to do sadhana. Clear? बहुत practical चीजें हैं. No, मैं तो कहता हूँ एक जन्म इसी के लिए लगाना पड़ेगा हमको to master it. Then we can start doing Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama or Ishwar Pranidhana or Tapaswadhyaya. ये अभ्यास हो ही रहा कि अब बाद में होएंगे वो. That is why the beauty of this only Yoga Darshana, how sweetly step by step in short words it tries to guide us to the ultimate. Let us thank and extend our gratitudes to all these Shastras and the Gurus who gave us this. Tomorrow we'll discuss about this properly. Thank you. With the 20-25 minutes, इतना ही होता है.